Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. Now this is an SU-100 and you can tell that it's on the west spawn of Sand River. And the commander of this vehicle is Ineedcoffeedude. Yes, I'm afraid it's him again. It's the co-founder of What Arty Noobs. And he's in the SU-100, which is a Soviet Tier 6 tank destroyer. In fact, it's got a rather rude nickname, this tank. It's called Pizdets vsemu, and in Russian that means a fracking end to anything, because this gun was very powerful. It could take out just about any German tank it was up against. It couldn't take a lot of damage itself, but if it got hit, it would suffer. But anything that came in front of it that it could shoot at, it could really end it. Based on the chassis of a T-3485, built at the same factory they used to build those tanks in the Urals, it's quite an effective little tank destroyer. But you need to remember, you're not going to be able to take many hits before the enemy ends you, so it's Pizdets vsemu to the enemy. Okay, he's looking for a target. Nothing turned up in the riverbed yet, but there's a KV-2 been spotted in the distance around the corner. Oh, there's another one. There's another tank, a Type 64 off to the south. Here's the KV-2. No, it's actually an OI experimental, and he hit the tracks. Or did he? No, he actually got the vehicle itself. Massive hit for 445 there. Just shows how effective the 100mm gun can be. Has he got the 100mm? Because this gun can take a 122. No, he's got the 122mm. That's the Tier 7 gun. It can carry a Tier 6 100mm gun, which is where it gets the name the SU-100. But the top gun is a 122mm, which will slice through just about everything. And it's got a very high alpha damage as well. Okay, he's trying to get that KV-2, but at the moment I think there's only a part of it exposed. Oh no, it bounced off the armor there. He didn't get it through. He's left a mark though, I'll bet. He's loaded. Yep, unfortunately he's also been spotted by a Panzer IV-H, so he needs to get out of there. Yeah, because the Panzer IV-H could make a mess of his tank. And where is that Panzer IV-H? Okay, no, there's no sign of him, so he managed to spot the SU-100 from a distance. I do love these new graphics, absolutely spectacular now. The game looks just completely different. In fact, it looks so real, so lifelike, and it's a joy to play on some maps like this because it just feels real. Ah, there's the Panzer IV-H. He's right off in the distance. He was near the KV-2, so it was probably that he was spotting for the KV-2. Oh, and he drove off the cliff and killed himself. Oh, that's such a shame. It would have been nice if Ineedcoffeedude could have actually returned the favour and fired a round into him, but no, he managed to cliff dive and killed himself. Right, we just lost that tank there. Was it? I think was it? Oh, it was a KV-1S. Now that Type 64 is still there and he's being a nuisance, but he's just gone down, taken out by the 3001. Now it's a very strong position just here on the map. We just lost the 3001, but this position here is one I would recommend to anyone who's learning Sand River for the first time. It gives you a good all-round view of most of the south end of the map, and there is a Stug there, and you can see that now. He's dialing in, and I think he's going to end him. He's locked on. Round out. Whoa! One-shot kill. Took him out completely. Pizdets vsemu. He killed him. It is an obscene nickname, I'm afraid, but it's very real. Okay, ARL-44, he's locked on. Probably won't kill it one shot, but yep, big roll. 456 hit points. Yep, and that's what this gun does. It literally annihilates the target. Now that Panzer vsemu actually found out the hard way because he was taken out. Death Toaster is killed. Right, next. A Wizzy 131G FT. Nope, missed it that time. It looks like an overshot. Now, is he going to back up or... No, he's moving away. He's going to find a new firing position. And that's probably a good idea because there's a T-34-85 off slightly to the north on the west side of the map. It was last seen over here. And there's also a T-14, which is an American heavy, but it's a low tier American heavy, a tier 5 premium. Now there's the T-34-85. Uh-oh. Now, does he dare go over? Well, he's going to. He took a big hit from the T-34 and that was a bit of a mistake. But he ammo racks the T-34, blows his turret off. And Pizdets vsemu has proved himself again. Okay, there's an M4 to the south. Only the turret showing. You wouldn't be able to auto aim on it. He'd have to aim specifically at the turret. So he's going to go around the corner. I think the T-14 is going to have an education. Oh! And yes, he's gone as well. That's his 4th kill. Now, he received a hit there from the M4. 57 hit points. But he's got enough to survive. He's still got about half his health. Okay, he's backing away from that M4. I'm sure he wants to become unsighted. But that other M4 has only got a minor amount of health left, 39 hit points, and Ineedcoffeedude is the last remaining tank on his team still alive. So he's really up against it now. As I said, I just love these new graphics, especially the way the sand drifts. Just perfect, absolutely perfect. Look at the smoke from the exhaust. Oh, there, right now. The M4's fired, bounced off the armour. Good sloped armour at the front. The only thing is the Gumpman lip, which isn't sloped, which is kind of rounded. But that's obviously to help with causing the rounds to bounce off. As you can see, it's the standard. And it has actually bounced around, or is it? No, that's the mount that actually changes the gun. We've got a round that's hit the front there. And that was the one that was just fired by the M4. Okay, now he's headed back to the cap. There are still 4 enemy to deal with though. An ARL-44, the one he fired at earlier and did damage to. The Wizzy-131 GFT, which he fired at but missed. An M4, which is very low health. And an Arty, an AMX-13AM. Okay, now I think he's going to change his position and go around the battlefield and come at this solution from a different angle. Or is he? Oh well, ooh, on the edge. No, I think he's going into cover. Oh, pushing a wreck out the way. Oh, and he knocked a tree down there actually, which might have told the enemy where he was. In fact, there was a Wizzy-131 within range, so he might have seen that. No, he hasn't seen it. He's side on. Now he's dialing in his aim. Pizdets vsemu again. And yes, it is! 50 hit points and he kills another one. Oh, careful! Don't turn over! Oh! Whoa! Well, and the wreck's following him down. Oh my god. Yeah, not the way I think I want to go down a cliff. In fact, I have actually done that myself, and I barrel rolled down the cliff, and of course it was terminal. Because the moment I got to the bottom, my enemy just then shot me straight away at point blank range. Okay, right, well the ARL and the M4 are both supposedly near the cap right now. So he's going to try and use his gun depression and approach them from the other side, using the bushes as cover. And there they are! There's the ARL, and we can only see the top of his turret. Line him up for a shot. Oh, yes! One shot, 364 hit points, kills the ARL. Now there's just 2 enemy left, the M4 and the AMX-13. And we don't know where the AMX-13AM is. He could be anywhere. If he's a good Arty player, he'll probably be on the move up this way to assist his teammates. But after seeing the ARL taken down like that, I think he's going to be a little worried that he's going to get the same. And Ineedcoffeedude staying in the bushes. So he's hidden from sight. They don't know where he is. They can't fire at him. They don't know where he's gone. He's safe from the AMX while he's here. And there's the M4. Oh dear, right, and the M4 knows where he is and's fired around him. And he is actually using the HE gun, the 105mm. When he's coming around the corner, the The M4 is going to come over the top, is he? No, he's decided not to. And the thing is, Ineedcoffeedude is now a one shot for that M4 if he can get around in at the right place. He did take a hit, 133 hit points. Just shows the power of that HE gun is quite good. And I know because I've driven the M4 with the HE gun myself, and I know how much fun it is. Okay, trying. And it's a game of chess now to who gets first shot. And remember, he's got a longish reload. It's a 122mm gun. Ideally, he wants to pick a position so the enemy commits himself. He has! Oh, and he commits himself, and he walks right into a 122mm shell as he comes over the edge, just as Ineedcoffeedude did to those other two tanks, and it's Pizdets vsemu to them as well. Okay, now AMX 13AM, 105mm. It's a tier 5 French SPG. Got quite a lot of good mobility. Can fire on the move quite accurately. Hasn't got a great view range, but it is fast. Now the question is, where's he gone and what's he going to do? Well, if I was him and I was in this situation, I think I'd want to pick a position somewhere north of the riverbank or the riverbed and fire back south onto the cap as soon as the SU-100 goes into the cap. I want to avoid being seen by the SU-100 directly, but what I need to do is spy on the cap as far away as I can without being spotted. And if I am spotted, I need to change position. The only alternative is for the AMX 105 to AMX 13 105 rather, to get into the cap as soon as Ineedcoffeedude does at this end. So he needs to go to the other cap, sit there and wait for the SU-100 to start capping, and the moment that cap starts, jump into the cap immediately, so it's basically a draw. Then he can start firing back, and if the SU-100 decides that he's going to drive all the way up the middle of the map, the AMX 13F3 can AMX 135 can just drive out of the cap, and of course then the SU-100's got to find him. Okay, so he's skirting the cap at the moment. He's looking for the places that the AMX 135 might be. Oh, there he is! He spotted him! He was hiding in the bushes! Oh, he's turned over! Oh, this is such a shame! Oh, and Pizdets vsemu lives up to his name and ends that SPG immediately. Oh, and that's a victory for Ineedcoffeedude from 4-1. He got it all the way down until he won the game with 2-minute hooter just sounding. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats for this one. Okay, it was an ace tanker for Ineedcoffeedude in the SU-100. He also picked up a demolition expert because he actually blew somebody up with that round. I'm not sure which one he actually did blow up, but I suspect it may have been that Stug because he went up explosively. He also got a duelist medal for taking down 2 tanks which damaged him during the battle, and I'm pretty sure that that would have been all 3 of the tanks, the T-3485, the M4 on top of the dunes, and also the other M4 who actually damaged him when he was in the bushes. And he got a 5 for effect for doing more damage than the hit points of his own vehicle. He got a Radley Walters Medal because he managed to get at least 8 kills. He got a high caliber for getting the highest damage in the battle. And lastly, he got a Top Gun for getting at least 6 kills. So let's have a look at the team scores. Well, highest damage, 2,398 hit points. The highest that the enemy team could put up was 1,801 from the T-3485M. He managed to get 8 kills, which is more than double what the highest scorer on the enemy team managed to get, and 4 times the highest on his own team. And when it came to base XP, 1,149, again, more than double what the enemy team managed to get, and a sizable bit more than the T-67 on his own team. He fired 18 rounds, got 11 direct hits, 10 penetration, damage of 2,398 hit points, of which 1,489 were at more than 300 meters. Just goes to show the accuracy of this 122mm gun, and it was pretty effective. He received 6 hits during the battle, 3 were penetrations, 3 were non-penetrations. You saw one of those rounds did ricochet off the angled armour at the front of the tank, but the one thing that lives up to its name on this particular vehicle is it can't take a lot of punishment. If you do suffer a lot of punishment in the SU-100, you could find yourself out the battle, but it block damage of 460 hit points off that shot that ricocheted off the front, so obviously he probably would have been out of the battle but for the fact that he'd angled his armor correctly. He damaged 9 of the enemy but killed 8 of them. And on a premium account he earned 39,995 credits. He got 5,000 credits for the personal mission payout, and after repair, ammunition resupply and consumables he walked away with 2,228 credits. Well, you might ask, why so little? Well, he did use a lot of ammunition, expensive ammunition at that, so I'm afraid that's the difference. That's why he actually didn't earn that much. But I suppose that Ineedcoffeedude was going after the win, and it certainly worked, and it was a carry time, as he said. He earned 1,724 XP and another 431 for the personal missions payout, bringing his total to 2,155 experience points altogether. But I think you can see that the SU-100 Pizdets vsemu is a lot of fun. And I hope I pronounced my Russian correctly and I wasn't insulting someone, but yeah, it is basically a fracking end to anything, because it will literally end another tank if it can get its 122mm round into you. So a lot of fun to get, and one of those sort of TDs that you want in your armory, because you can have a ball every time so long as you don't get a lot of damage. So thanks for watching, and if you like this replay, please give it a like and do subscribe to our channel, and hopefully it'll be your replay that I'll be featuring in the next video.